All right, once again, I made a world-famous marker board presentation. Now, once again, I also don't care if this hurts your feelings, and I don't care if this makes you feel bad, because I'm here to give you the truth. Sometimes the truth in dating is a little bit uncomfortable, but as you deal with those feelings of being uncomfortable, you do start to grow, and you grow into a better man that you were not before, but now you are. So, because of that, two women, here's what you have to know, and here's what you have to learn, and here's what you have to understand. Two women, distance, chaos, turmoil, and fear of loss equals love. Okay? So if you're wondering, like, how do I get a woman to fall in love with me? How do I get a woman to keep thinking about me? How do I get a woman to desire me? Here's what you have to understand. I will say this one more time. Distance, chaos, turmoil, and fear of loss equals love. Now, I do understand how this is polar opposite to your logic, because your logic is going to tell you that love, since it is associated with a positive emotion, that love is going to be created through positivity, which would be peace, love, stability, consistency, being a good partner in the relationship and showing up for her, all of those things. But the sad truth is that it could not be any further from the truth. So because of that, let's dive in. Okay, women's emotions tend to respond better to negative emotion over positive emotion when dating. So if you're dating a woman, she will tend to treat you better if you stimulate any kind of negative emotion in her. So women seem to equate negative emotion with a man of higher status or higher SMV if he is the one causing those emotions. That's what you're going to find. For some of you, this is some pretty brutal truths that you have to accept. And for a lot of you, this video is probably even going to bring back a lot of painful memories of your past relationships. But rest assured, this is where growth occurs. So, their emotions are polar opposite to your logic. So when a man gives them peace, love, stability, and consistency, here's the problem. She tends to grow very bored of him, she tends to disrespect him, and she tends to compare him to the fantasy man in her mind that she feels that she deserves. So let's dive into this piece right here. Feels that she deserves, okay? Because of the influx of romance novels, the influx of movies, the influx of this narrative in her mind of what she feels that a relationship should be like. Okay, she feels she deserves this type of relationship. She feels like she is entitled to this kind of man who creates these types of emotions in her. Because she feels that way, because she feels that she deserves this, she's going to constantly, day after day, month after month, year after year, seek this type of man and hope that this type of man comes into her life. Okay, this is what you have to know. So if you're giving her peace, love, stability, and consistency, here's what will oftentimes happen. She romanticizes cheating, okay? And then oftentimes she'll plan her exit and line up backup options, okay? Or she will come across a guy who does not necessarily give her the full certainty, and this is a guy that she starts sleeping with. A lot of times this is even behind your back. Keep in mind. So, men need to extend their time horizon when creating distance. When I say extend their time horizon when creating distance, most guys think that distance is like, oh, I didn't reply to her for 4 hours. Now I did. That is not distance. Okay, a woman's emotions operates on a way longer time horizon. Days, weeks, and months. Okay? So here's what that means. Men need to extend their time horizon when creating distance. Most cannot do this. Most men cannot do this. Most men, for example, if they have a girlfriend, they cannot go 4 days without talking to her because they will fear that she's going to go sleep with someone else. So most can't do this because they are nervous that she will go and sleep with someone. But here's what you have to know. Distance does not just mean that you ignore one text message for a few hours. No, no, no. Absolutely not. Distance is when everything is going good, okay, and then you let multiple days or sometimes even, let's say, a week go by, and she questions if it's completely over between both of you, okay? From time to time, she has to question if the relationship is completely over. And the more she questions if it's completely over, the deeper feelings of love she starts to grow for you and towards you. And on top of that, she starts to desire a deeper level intimate connection with you. So, from my experience, this dynamic is the only thing that creates desire in a woman to treat you with respect and actually follow your lead. So a lot of men, they're sitting there wondering, how do I get a woman to stay in her feminine energy and follow my lead and care for me and be really nice to me? And it comes from doing this, okay? Distance, emotional inconsistency, drama, letting multiple days go by without speaking or communicating, her wondering why you're not super easygoing and go with the flow. Sometimes if she asks you a question, you don't even reply to it. All of those things makes her wonder, why doesn't this guy give me the full approval? And the second you give her the full approval, the second you give her the full validation is the exact second that she doesn't like you. So here's why the bad boy can create tension and competition anxiety that stimulates fear of loss in the relationship. I'm going to say this one more time. Here's why the bad boy can create tension and competition anxiety that stimulates fear of loss in the relationship. So the majority of men have been very misled, okay? Majority of men have been in this category right here of thinking that they have to be a high value man, a high status man. So when I say majority of men have been misled, this is what I mean. Most guys tell themselves, if I'm rich, if I'm high status, if I have six-pack abs and a big house, okay, now I'm allowed and able to love a woman the way that I want. Now I'm allowed to finally wear my heart on my sleeve. Now I'm allowed and able to love a woman the way that I want and show her consistency because I have high status. This is one of the biggest problems that I see is men think that materialistic status metrics on paper is what creates a narrative in her mind of being high value and her desire level staying consistent. So most guys say, well, now since I've achieved this, now because I'm rich and I'm ripped and I have six-pack abs and I'm high status, now I can go emotionally weak for a woman and I can show her how much I care. And once again, this could not be further from the truth. If you believe this, you're in for a very rude awakening because her fantasy and what's considered high SMV has nothing to do with any of that. So here's what actually happens. Let's say you have this beautiful woman. She could have any man on the planet because she's that gorgeous. Well, she meets a guy who's broke, plays games, okay? And on top of that, he's distant. And even though this guy has nothing going for him, she loves him, she treats him well, and she desires to consistently keep sleeping with him without pulling away or pulling back. So what you're going to consistently find, you can even try this out in your own dating life, women respond to drama. Women don't respond to peace and love and certainty. And here's what you have to know. Your bank balance doesn't make her feel anything. Your sports car doesn't make her feel anything. What makes her feel something is when she thought that you might like her, and then all of a sudden she questions if you do or if you don't. So here's another thing that I can tell you. There's a lot of guys right now focused on getting good at approach. There's a lot of guys right now focused on getting good at saying the right thing. Listen to me very closely. Women don't care about your social skills nearly as much as you think they do. Women don't give a crap because the truth is this. All of those things, oh, if I just say this on the approach, oh, if I get really good at being confident, if I have really good social skills, well, now she's going to like me. Dude, you don't understand. A woman's core fantasy of romance is turning the bad boy good, but only good for her. Which means a woman's core fantasy of romance is actually finding a man who does not necessarily like her and hoping that she can get him to like her. Which means as soon as you even approach her, as soon as you even start to like her, as soon as you start to desire her, part of her mind still wants the guy who's not giving her any attention at all. So her core fantasy of romance has to be fulfilled. This is why most men are completely focused on all of the wrong things, okay? Like just for example, if you were to go up to a woman when you're approaching and let's say you were to start an argument, that might actually have a way higher chance of converting to a actual date or future relationship than having good social skills ever will. Why? Because now you have tension that basically says, I'm not sold on you and I'm upset. And since I'm hard to please and since I'm upset, you have to please me or else guess what? You're not going to get my attention anymore. That's what actually happens in the real world. All this other stuff you hear about social skills and all this, it sounds great on paper, but it doesn't actually play out that way in the real world. So, Guys think if I'm rich, high status with six-pack abs, now I'm able to love a woman. You're in for a rude awakening. Her fantasy and what's considered high SMV has nothing to do with that. So now she meets a guy who's broke, plays games, okay, and is distant, and she loves him and desires him because it's an emotion. So to women, a high-value man isn't a rich, tall, strong, high-status guy. To women, this is actually what a high-status man is, okay? To women, a high-status or a high-value man is one who does not love her, that she cannot get to go weak for her. So she finds a guy who just doesn't go weak for her. Maybe he creates distance. Maybe he creates chaos, emotional turmoil. He stimulates fear of loss and drama. Okay, these 5 things right here. Write this down on a sheet of paper if you need to. These 5 emotions, distance, chaos, turmoil, fear of loss, and drama, she associates these emotions with the bad boy who has options. Okay? Now, doing these things will have a far better result in your dating life, okay? These things does far more for you as a man with women than things like looks, money, status, muscle, or how tall you are. Everybody wants to talk about how women follow their emotions, but men are so funny because they're so logical that even though they know that and they say that, the first thing that they do is they go right to what makes logical sense on paper, looks, money, and status. It's so funny. Most men just don't get it. They don't see the female lens of attraction at all. Okay? So looks, money, status, muscle, how tall you are. These 5 things do far less, okay, than distance, chaos, turmoil, fear of loss, and drama. Now, some of you might say, well, hey, you need these things to get your foot in the door. Yeah, maybe. But also, you could be a guy who doesn't have any of these things at all. And if you know how to create a conversation where you create these elements of emotion instantly upon meeting her, you will have a far better chance of basically obtaining her desire and attraction level more than this guy will. Okay? So here's what you're really going to find. Okay, women need men who are strong enough to give them space. And this is going to take a lot of trial and error and a lot of testing in your own dating life before you finally internalize these circumstances and these situations. So never be fearful ever that the woman you're dating will sleep with someone else ever. This is the biggest problem with most guys is once they start seeing a woman or they start dating a woman, they think that they need to nurture and keep the relationship strong and alive through communication in the cell phone. I'm going to tell you this, the more you're on your cell phone trying to communicate with her, the lower her desire level will go. The more you try to communicate digitally at all, the more you're going to ruin your own mind and wonder if she's text messaging someone else, and you're actually going to lower your own SMV and your own status in her eyes. Never be fearful that the woman you're dating will sleep with someone else ever. Now, here's what you have to know. Any fear that you have is weakness in the eyes of that woman. Women optimize hypergamy for strength. If you're fearful in any way, shape, or form, this is going to come across as weakness. So women can read your energy. Women are like experts at reading energy. They can sense your energy. They can feel your energy from a mile away. As soon as you start to become attached, they don't like you. Women can read your energy from a mile away. Any fearful energy will show up in your body language, your vocal tone, your subcommunication, and who you are. Never be fearful that she'll sleep with someone else ever. So by you never being fearful of her sleeping with someone else, this will actually increase your chances of her wanting to be faithful towards you. So fear, okay, equals her naturally emasculating you without even trying, because she sees that you're scared to lose her. So this is what I can tell you. This gives her good reason to cheat once you become fearful, because what you've really said is, hey, I am not your hypergamous best. So this right here is why you have to understand that to women, distance, chaos, turmoil, and fear of loss equals love. What I want you to do is I want you to take this a step further. And here's what I mean by that. If you think that I go very deep in these videos at explaining topics of dating, relationships, and female nature, if you align with the beliefs, the concepts, and the principles that I teach on this channel, I want you to imagine just for a second how far I go in teaching when I actually give you the step-by-step processes inside of the language of women. Inside of the language of women, we now have over 1,400 guys who have came together to see this process, to learn this process, to master this process, and to copy this process into their own dating life. I want you to imagine just how far I go, just how far I take it when I actually have this structured in a sequential order for you to where any man can take this process, copy paste it into their dating life, run with it, and go. This took me months to build. This took me months to create this community, bring everything together. And because of that, this is some of my best work I've ever released. I want you to join us inside of that because I know just how well it can actually help you inside of your own dating life. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.